This video will be breaking down who I believe to be the strongest swordsman in the One Piece world. Only disclaimer is no Whitebeard or Roger, as I feel like that's a cop-out, and I'm not including Ryuma, Kizaru, or Killer. Why aren't you because I can. Like, it's my video. Shut up, idiot. Now, at number 10, we got Vista. I feel like he's a pretty good baseline for what's going to be shown on the list, as he has shown relativity to characters like Marco, and he's also a meme around the community with people actually thinking he's equal to Mihawk. Now, I've already broken this down pretty well in my Mihawk versus Shanks video, but to keep it blunt, Mihawk isn't going all out here, and he had the advantage in their clash anyway. However, Vista is still pretty powerful in his own right, having a reputation that even Mihawk recognized himself, and like I said, I think Vista is a pretty good baseline slash measuring stick for what's to come on the list. At number 9, we have King, and saying he's above Vista makes sense as his best scaling is being relative to Marineford Marco, but probably being below as he did not engage with the Kainu like he did. Meanwhile, a base King and Queen did get the jump on a Marco in Wano, and we see in his fight with Zoro, he wasn't going all out. Him somewhat scaling to a stronger Zoro should put him at least closer to Sanji than Marco himself, who might just be a blitz level difference above him in speed. The King we see in the Zoro fight as well has more going for him, and Zoro legit has to like predict King and then adapt to this new form in order to win. If King used this form on Marco, he probably would have nade on him, and so therefore he would nade on Vista. Now at number 8, 7, and 6, we have Fujitora, Rayleigh, and Law. Now before you start raging in the comments about how an admiral, Roger's right-hand man, and fucking Law are in the same tier, let me explain. For one, this is out of Prime Rayleigh, so I don't want to hear Prime Rayleigh though, like shut up. And what does he even do anyway? He just has better stamina. The Rayleigh I am referencing is the one who, after fighting Kizaru for like 5 minutes, is gasping for air and is implied to be losing. Bro can barely keep pace with Kizaru, who is only engaging with him in a sword fight and not just spamming blasts like he usually does. However, Fujitora along with Green Bull are regarded as the weakest admirals, with the OG3 being regarded as the strongest amongst most people. I already know some of you are going to be like, oh, but Fujitora Meteor though. There is also a side of the community that believes that the admirals should kind of be in a comparable tier to one another, and if you believe that, then yeah, Fujitora should be here. Feat wise though, he honestly really shouldn't be here, and I'm only being super generous to Fujitora and giving him his best scaling because I like him. Now as for Law should be here as he can actually damage and tag Blackbeard, who Rayleigh claims he can't fight against. I already know people are going to bring up Rayleigh scaring Blackbeard, but then Blackbeard has no trouble just jumping Law. However, I think you can make the case that with context, it kind of makes sense, as Blackbeard's main mission was trying to get Boa's fruit, not fight Rayleigh. And plus, Rayleigh reputation-wise, like it's like, oh my god, Roger's right-hand man, I gotta run away. Like, Blackbeard by the end of Marineford might damn well be the strongest person, but he just runs away from Akainu because he just doesn't want to engage in a fight right now. Meanwhile, Blackbeard's intention while fighting Law was to fight either him, Kid, or Luffy. It did not matter which one, he just wanted to fight one of them. So I don't think this argument really holds up. And there is supplementary evidence to back this up, as it's narratively implied Big Mom and Kaido are equal to or possibly even greater than the 3 admirals at Marineford, meaning bare minimum the weakest admiral would be below the weakest of the duo, meaning Kizaru would be below Big Mom. And Law has actual feats against Big Mom. He damages her while he's literally on the brink of passing out. Meanwhile, Rayleigh is literally gasping for air and needs water after having a few saber clashes with him. And mind you, Law, even while getting jumped, was still able to do damage against Blackbeard. Like, bro, let me cook. This man Law would smack Rayleigh. Now, I already mentioned her, but at number 5 is Big Mom, who's a master in a sword style apparently. I know, very weird. But obviously, she would scale above the likes of Law due to fighting both him and Kid, and was able to scrap with at least base Kaido for a while, and this was before her biggest amp yet. Big Mom, similar to Vista, is a good staple for what's to come, but only for the best of the best, I guess you could say. Now, at number 4, number 3, oh brother, Odin and Zoro. I already talked about this before, which honestly, the comments of that video drive me to insanity, but at the end of the day, Odin, even after becoming stronger from his encounters with Roger and Whitebeard, which, by the way, people used to say that he's top 1 in the verse, couldn't even one-shot Kaido, and base Kaido was going to fight bro anyway. Meanwhile, a hybrid Kaido gets scarred by Zoro, who even while weakened, manages to harness the power of Enma, and the King of Hell amp is Zoro's strongest state. And so a Zoro at his absolute peak would pimp smack Odin, and please cry somewhere else. Also, if you think Odin is stronger than Roger and Whitebeard and he's the strongest in the verse, have a nice rest of your day. And at number 2 and number 1, we have Shanks and Mihawk, with Mihawk obviously at the top because he's the strongest swordsman, duh. Stay mad, Mihawk solos.